What's up, everyone? So Bora City magazine uploaded this new video which is called BTS ARE ROCKSTARS. Rockstars, huh? I mean, I know they're idols, they have rappers, singers, hey, you can even say they're actors. They've acted sometimes. Producers, dancers, performers. Hey, there are a lot of things. I'm not sure I've heard people call them rock stars because, well, their genre isn't really rock music. Although I guess they do have some rock elements in some songs. But I mean, I wonder what this video is gonna say. Maybe it's gonna convince me and I'll be saying that BTS are rock stars. But anyways, let's start watching.
Just a quick disclaimer. If you're a rock fan or metalhead, I know how this community can be. So just don't be pretentious. Be open-minded and nice. If you're an ARMY but don't like hard rock or any kind of metal music with screams and loud instruments, I know you're going to be respectful. Just remember that
I don't really listen to that type of music, but that's fine.
These genres are not always pretty, and the music videos and live performances I will show can be a little disturbing. Also, please don't take my comparisons too seriously. This video is based mainly on my opinion.
Alright, I'm gonna learn a little bit about rock music then.
I love rock music. Actually, my favorite music genres are rock, metal, and their subgenres. But my favorite artist is actually BTS. This may be surprising.
A rock and metal fan who likes BTS?
Because BTS music catalog includes a lot of music genres, but they don't do a lot of hard rock. They do have songs with rock elements.
Hey, yeah, that's what I was thinking, right? Like, they got a little bit of rock stuff here and there, but that's about it. Woo, my city? Yeah, I mean, when the guitars are playing, the drums start coming in. Oh, heartbeat. Ooh. Well, I mean, I guess here RM was technically just a feature. And yeah, they got some remixes with some rock. Fake Love too.
Oh shit. I don't know, man.
Ooh. Yeah, Persona 6. Yeah, well, like you said, right? Just rock elements. Oh, yo, that right there was looking like a rock concert. Yo, their live performances are just sick. Hey, that Lollapalooza performance will always be legendary. Ooh. Hey, I blasted this song when I was listening to Indigo. Change Part 2. And of course more. Probably the most, like, obviously rock music that they have. And Run BTS. I guess they really have done like every type of music genre, huh?
But these songs were not the
J-Hope
ones
went
that
all
made
out.
an ARMY. Actually, the song that first caught my attention was the disco funk bubblegum pop anthem Boy With Love.
Yeah, I mean, those songs, they're popular ones. They're the catchy ones.
To be more specific, I got interested in BTS after watching the live performance of Boy With Love at M Countdown.
Bro, their live performances are so good. All of them.
At first, I didn't really understand why this specific performance got my attention. I didn't understand why BTS got my attention. What I'm about to say are just dumb stereotypes. But how can a performance of 7 men dressed in pink doing a choreography to a very poppy pop song be cool to a rock audience? Why did this make me a fan? It
that
made
is
no
interesting.
Sense. But after years of learning more and more about the group and interacting with the fandom, I've realized that it makes a lot of sense and that I'm not the only one.
No, I mean, hey, once you listen to them, get a little bit of interest, you just do a little bit more studying, learn a little bit more about them, and then you get hooked.
Who consider rock music their favorite genre, but they are still fans of BTS. This is just my opinion, but I think this is because BTS gives so many rockstar vibes without necessarily having the conventional rockstar music. Despite seeing rock fans and metalheads reject them at first, just like I did, I now notice that BTS keep attracting this community. Here's why I think
I didn't know
happens.
about this. They attract metalheads and rock fans?
I love watching rock concerts and performances because they are insane. No matter what
the energy
singing,
there.
You can expect a lot of
It's
energy,
crazy.
live vocals, and a real passion for performing. To be more specific, I see that both BTS and my favorite rock bands get into character. They feel the music so much that they forget about everything else. They are determined to put on a show. They perform like it's their last. Also, well,
She likes seeing the live performances
whether
of
they like to
rock
admit
concerts.
it or not, there is a lot of thought in those concert outfits. If it's not masks, it's extravagant outfits or crazy makeup or unique hair colors or something different. The same way there's thought to BTS's outfits and stages. There is a
Yeah, it's
theme
pretty
and
similar.
a different aesthetic every time. In pop music, this is hard to find with male singers. Female singers and rappers are usually the ones who care about looking good on stage, as well as rehearsing to give a performance worth watching, because people are paying to see them. But I don't always see the same energy from male singers. Male pop singers usually go on stage with an outfit you can wear to the supermarket and occasionally bring out a guitar. I'm not saying that this is bad.
Why is that so true?
And occasionally bring out a guitar. I'm not saying that this is bad, but it's not exactly what rock fans and armies are looking for. Powerful energy, practice, and some thought
the
to the
BTS
presentation
concerts,
of the performance matter to most successful rock bands
has energy.
BTS. And the size or importance of the stage doesn't matter. Whether they are a small venue or a huge concert, they give their everything. I see a lot of people saying that they don't understand how BTS can dance those difficult choreographies in sync while singing live and changing formations all the time.
There's a lot that they do that surprises me. All the dancing, their concerts, right, also have a lot of dancing.
Is in sync while
they don't just die out on stage.
Formations all the time, to the extent that they make it seem easy, like they were born with all this talent, when in reality there were hundreds of hours of practice. The same way a rock band can have the illusion that they are careless, they are punk, they don't need practice, they don't care about anything.
Hamburg! Hamburg! Over the fuck? Park.
Fucking everywhere, I don't fucking know.
But to make all of the instruments and live vocals sound good, as well as having a good presence on stage that feels like one cohesive group, they had to have a lot of practice. Both BTS and
I wasn't aware that they had so many similarities with all these rock bands.
Being impactful and giving an impression. And to do this in the most honest way, they do it through live performances. Because anyone can fool the audience with an amazing music video. But to prove that they are good performers, they put a lot of thought and hours of practice to their live
what makes them real special.
I don't know if this happens with other people, but I genuinely think that some live versions of BTS songs and my favorite rock and metal songs are better live than in the studio.
I'm pretty sure we all agree, right? Like, holy shit, the amount of times I've seen their live performances and think, wow, this is just better than the studio version.
It may
happens
sound
every
less
time.
perfect, but it can feel more real and interesting.
More intense. And more fun. That's the thing about the live performances, right? You just have fun with it. And it's nice seeing it live. Oh, come on now. The live of Run BTS was just insane. Of course this one was going to be better. And it was the first time we saw the choreography.
BTS and rock bands have
We were all
extreme,
hyped.
complicated, well-rehearsed, passionate, impactful performances. Being boring is not an option, and you can see it on the audience's response.
That was like
BTS live performances have never been boring.
I've never seen in my life. I've been to so many concerts, I have seen festivals, I have seen like massive productions, but that dwarfs every other show I've ever seen in my life. I don't even.
Ah, shit. Yo, guys. The only concert or festival or anything that I've been to in my life is a BTS concert. Am I ruined? Is it now going to ruin all my other experiences in the future? Because I'm going to say, this wasn't as fun as the BTS concert.
I don't know how to compare that to anything I've ever seen.
Lyrics matter. And they write their own
I know
lyrics.
that some people may say, well, extreme, well-rehearsed performances are common in all of K-pop, and that is true. I'm going to ignore those groups we all know are very lazy and don't like to perform. I'm going to ignore that lip-syncing or singing with loud, pre-recorded vocals are extremely common in K-pop. With all of that out of the way, it's known that K-pop groups in general practice a lot for their performances. But the reason why I care about BTS specifically is because there is a very heavy personal identity the members have with their music. To be more specific, they identify themselves with their lyrics. This may sound
that's how they've been expressing themselves to us this whole time, right? With their lyrics.
Obvious thing, but let me explain why I found this surprising. There is this popular topic in K-pop regarding noise music. This is usually music that is out of the ordinary and that sounds very extreme.
Noise
it's
music?
usually EDM and dubstep, but it's considered experimental. The first description may attract listeners like me because I love listening to people scream with a bunch of instruments being loudly played in the background. But K-pop's noise music is seen in a negative light because it's loud and too much without any reason to be. On the other hand, I feel like rock and metal are emotions coming to life. The songs are intense because feelings are intense. These extreme songs have a purpose and a meaning, and you can more easily recognize what the song wants to say by reading the lyrics.
If they're doing all this screaming and all this loud stuff in their song, there's a reason for it.
And yes, I'm saying reading the lyrics because even though most rock fans listen to rock music in their language, sometimes these intense genres have unintelligible lyrics.
It's pretty catchy though.
English is not
wow,
my first
there's
language.
no way I would have realized that that's what they were saying.
English is not my first language, so I was always open to foreign music. This is why I consider reading lyrics part of the listening experience. Sometimes
that's one thing, right? Before BTS, I honestly never gave a shit about lyrics. Like, I would just listen to a song, and if I thought it was catchy or that I liked it, that was it. But since I started listening to BTS, right, I started reading their lyrics and thought, wow, they really are putting their heart and soul into this, and it's making the experience of listening to the song a lot better and personal.
Even understand what the singers are saying, but reading the lyrics of the song makes you concentrate exactly on the message and your interpretation of it. I'm not saying that it's always like this, but the rock songs I happen to listen to have amazing lyrics most of the time, and the live performances are those lyrics coming to life. The same way BTS's music has 7 unique songwriting styles that work cohesively and that feel authentic and natural on stage.
Especially their sad songs. I mean, when they got sad lyrics, sad music, a sad song live makes you want to cry.
Different artists can practice their performances, but they won't truly connect with the audience if lyrics don't matter. You can do the most complicated choreography the world has ever seen, but if the song and lyrics are not there, music fans that care for some kind of connection and real emotion won't be satisfied by your magic tricks on stage.
Is that true though? Like, do people really care that much about lyrics? If you just made nonsense lyrics, would you not be able to make it big? I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of people who just don't even
BTS
care about
cares
it.
about their lyrics and correctly interpreting those lyrics on stage. We know that RM is the literal definition of a poet. Suga has been writing for himself and others way before being in BTS. J-Hope quickly became one of the most respected songwriters in South Korea.
Hey, they're real lucky they got
Jin,
those three.
Jimin, V, and Jungkook learned how to write music fast because they care about bringing a meaningful message to the group and correctly interpreting this message in their live performances.
Yeah, like even though those four may not have like as much experience as the others in writing songs, when they have written them, is
message
good.
To the group and correctly interpreting this message in their live performances. For all of them, lyrics matter because lyrics are emotions and stories and messages.
Personally, huge connection with the theme and the lyrics that they're talking about. It made me think of the first song that we wrote together.
BTS is kind of like in a area of genre where I wouldn't really mess around in, but something about the way that they write and the way that they make their lyrics flow and everything like that just keeps me really hooked in, which doesn't happen a lot with like a hip-hop or like poppy side, you know?
Yeah.
Really intrigues me. They're great songwriters, and the fact that they're making me just want to slam this song out 50,000 times in a row is impressive.
Vocal.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like because of them writing such personal lyrics, I feel like I've understood a lot of their feelings, their struggles, right? What they have gone through or what they want, all because they put that in their lyrics, everything.
Line for me, I was like, you know, it seems like it's going to be more poppy, and I'm not really into pop music very much. So that was the thing that I was nervous about. But then whenever I heard Epiphany, I was like, damn, pop music can actually carry a very deep message and something that I needed to hear at the time. And so like that was a changing moment for me being a fan of theirs.
The BTS members write about themselves and their perceptions of the world. This is why their albums always reflected the stage of life they were going through. During their school years, they wrote about school. When they enter adulthood, they wrote about youth.
that.
If they live something, they write about it. Their songs usually have an easy and relatable message that doesn't require much thought.
I mean, that's kind of the reason why they all decided to do their own solo albums, right? Kind of felt like, I think they said this, but that they've already gone through a lot, and this gives them a chance to talk about something different, something new, right? New ideas, lets everyone express themselves in their own way, which is why this whole solo album thing turned out to be great.
Their songs usually have an easy and relatable message that doesn't require much thought, as well as a deeper, complicated meaning that requires some analysis. This is why so many armies, including rock fans, take the extra step of reading lyrics by a translator who gives context. Because I'm not joking when I say that this can be multi-layered poems with tons of wordplay that need interpretation and references about books, movies, traditions, movements, and different events that happen in South Korea and the world. This is how their music became some kind of social commentary.
And it's fun going through their lyrics, seeing all the words or phrases that need an explanation.
Just like with rock music, BTS has the occasional love song here and there, but most of their music has some kind of social commentary. Whatever the social or political message is, this is extremely common in rock and metal music.
We are the fortunate ones who've never faced oppression's gone.
Yeah, those lyrics are the ones that really just make you reflect.
Start to pull your hair. You wanna tell them what you think they fucking care.
Yeah, now that I think about it, right, BTS does have a lot of songs like that.
The same way, BTS debuted with the mission of sharing social messages. And although some people say that BTS doesn't care about social commentary or impactful lyricism anymore, that is completely false and shows how a big part of the general public and K-pop fans don't read lyrics by themselves.
Yeah, I mean, they got Am I Wrong?
Are saying.
No.
In every single album, from their first one to their most recent one, they have dealt with topics related to psychology, philosophy, politics, and society. BTS's rebellious lyrics were one of the main reasons why a group from a very small label with zero industry support got the attention of many.
Wait, so that wasn't really done at all before. So when BTS did it, people were like, oh shit,
type of success story is also common in rock music, because the mainstream music industry doesn't pay as much attention to rock bands as they do with pop solo acts. So BTS's first trilogy of albums, known as the School Trilogy, attracted a lot of rebellious students and young people, since the songs were about many topics related to school life, as well as criticism on the education system and expectations society enforces on adolescents.
Yeah, I remember all these lyrics. Because when I was reading them too, I was like, dang, yo, these guys are just spitting facts.
As the years passed, BTS started incorporating psychological concepts to their songs, attracting listeners who look for music that talk about mental health problems. And again, this is also very common in rock music. The same way BTS has written about depression.
Those are just these mixtapes. They're probably like the most real lyrics I've seen from them.
Anxiety. Grief.
Damn, they really have done it all when you think about it. It's like there's a BTS song for anything. And then they incorporate all of that in their live performances and their music
and
videos.
Insecurities. While continuing the conversation of mental health issues, BTS amplified their social commentary on the education system to larger systems like society, consumerism, toxic masculinity, social differences, and injustices.
Yeah, even in their solo albums, they're talking about stuff like that, which means that they actually genuinely care about it. Oh yeah, I didn't react to Am I Wrong, I think, but you know, I did read the lyrics on my own and read all of the explanations of everything, and yeah, they went all out and talked about a lot.
And of course, songs like Change and Equal Sign may be obvious with their message, but even the most catchy songs with colorful and happy performances may have some kind of social message too. For example, the execution of Go Go is, in my opinion, one of the most rock and roll heavy metal songs I've ever heard. In the live performances, they laugh in your face. They basically do a choreography full of dance trends at the time while wearing expensive trendy outfits. The chorus is extremely catchy with a lot of popular phrases that young people like to repeat.
Yeah, this
But what they're singing is a protest on consumeristic materialism, and what they're doing is making fun of careless spending, especially when young people spend all their money on useless trends just to fit in.
Wow. Dang.
Even Boy With Love, that song that got me.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true, right? I would always listen to Go Go and be like, damn, this is pretty fun. But if you really think about the lyrics, you're like, whoa, wait, this is a problem. This is real.
Even Boy With Love, that song that got me into BTS, was commentary on themselves from the past. Boy With Love is some kind of growth from their previous single, Boy In Love. The extreme pink and bubblegum pop work as a response to toxic masculinity and gender roles. They sing that someone's true strength doesn't come from big luxury. It comes from finding joy in the smallest things in life. At the same time, this feminine and even glamorous aesthetic complements the psychological idea of a persona, which they they explore on their album chapters Map of the Soul based on Jungian psychology. Just like this, BTS implements psychological concepts, classical fiction, and social movements in every single album.
Yeah, every single one. A sense of community. This is big with BTS, right? We all feel like one big family.
Finally, I think of BTS as rock stars because they created a fandom with a strong sense of community. While the
I'm impressed how they managed to do that.
Served as the vehicle for multiple subcultures, such as the goth, punk, and emo subcultures, BTS has created a significant shift in fandom culture. Just like with rock and metal genres, BTS's socially conscious music has inspired their fandom army to work more as a movement than a fandom. Of course, the sense of being part of something bigger, along with other people who enjoy the same thing as you, creates a strong community. But ARMY...
Well, I mean, BTS does like write all their lyrics and try to spread positive messages, right? They want the world to be better. We hear those messages.
Also bond over their mission of breaking the fangirl stereotype by paying attention to social issues and taking action. I already made a video explaining how ARMY's unique story has choose and taking action. I already made a video...
Iconic Directioner moment #1, when Directioners hacked into airport and hotel security camera. Damn, that's crazy. I mean, look, let's not pretend like weird stuff and stalkers doesn't happen in BTS fandom, because it sadly does.
Video explaining how ARMY's unique story has changed fandom culture, but in general, it has to do with the way ARMY normalized within the fandom culture. But in general, it has to do with the way ARMY normalized within the fandom privacy, respect, security, and generosity. If you are skeptical of what I'm saying, please watch the video. The BTS ARMY is some kind of movement in pop culture. If there's a social, please watch the video. The BTS ARMY is some kind of movement.
Thank you, ARMY, for pretending not to know and being considerate so that I can travel more comfortable in Hawaii. Aww. And then I saw a clip the other day of when he was in Mexico recording Ginny's Kitchen. Someone there also recognized him, and well, it seems like they kept quiet because nobody found out. Jin in Six Flags spotted BTS RM on his vacation at the airport. A foreign army hid her BTS goods and pretended not to know him. Aww. I mean, look. BTS would be able to go out everywhere, wherever they want if everyone was like this. But they can't, because not everyone is like this, sadly.
Movement in pop culture. If there's a social issue, ARMY organizes themselves to follow BTS's steps. If it becomes public that BTS donated to a certain organization, ARMY matches their donation. If BTS cancels their tour because of the COVID pandemic, ARMY donates their ticket refunds to pandemic relief organizations.
Wait, what?
Because of the COVID pandemic,
ARMY did that? BTS and ARMY donate to coronavirus? Oh shit!
Refunds to pandemic relief organizations. If BTS tickets get sold out faster than ever, ARMY donates their ticket money to organizations helping the victims of a current disaster.
I didn't know about all of this.
Initiatives happen all the time in the ARMY community.
I mean, just like raising your kids, right? If you raise them right, they're gonna grow up, be a good person.
I'm not saying that
that's what BTS are trying to do to us.
Lyrics that matter or social commentary are exclusive to rock music and BTS. Of course, some of these factors are also common in other genres. But my point in making this video is that I, as a rock fan, got interested in BTS and became a fan. Something I never thought would happen. The same way, fans of many other genres got interested in BTS and became fans because the BTS members are extremely versatile artists. So while I see them as rock stars, fans of other genres may associate BTS with characteristic traits of their favorite music genre.
I mean, I never really
rock
thought about them being rock stars.
Favorite and what I appreciate the most in them. But a hip-hop fan may think that their deep appreciation and ability at rap is what makes them special. A fan of pop music
they got a lot of that
their
too.
Ability to make their songs sound fresh and modern is
this why they got so many fans? Yo, they attract everybody.
A fan of dance may think that it's their polished choreographies what really makes them special. And an R&B or jazz fan may think that their musical complexity and ability to interpret emotions on stage is what really makes them special. Whatever it is, Suga was right when he said that you like BTS music if you listen without prejudice.
That is so true, right? As long as you don't go in already with an idea like, they're just gonna be a typical pop band It feels like you always learn something new with these videos. I mean, I never thought that a metalhead would be like, yo, hey, I like BTS for the same reasons that I like rock music and metal music. For me, when I was younger, I used to listen to a lot of rap and hip hop. And then during like my teen years, I listened to a lot of R&B. But then after listening to BTS, I just literally like every single one of their songs. Doesn't matter what genre it is, you know, what type of music, instruments or lyrics they're pulling off. I really like all of them. And at first, I guess I didn't really understand why. Also their popularity, right? It's like you never fully understand why are they so popular? How did they manage to do it? But I guess it's because there's just hundreds of reasons that all accumulate, like their lyrics, something that the video mentioned, right? Their lyrics are honest and real, and they talk about a lot of stuff and problems. A lot of it is relatable, and they're not afraid to talk about things that need to be talked about, like social problems, politics. But all of this is because they're just trying to make the world a better place. They're trying to spread a positive message, and I guess it's working, because I didn't know that when their tour got canceled, people donated the money of their ticket, and that if the concert gets sold out, the money they would have used for the ticket, they just donated. Like, dang. And I have seen that the members do donate money, but they don't announce it, which of course like adds a lot of respect to it. And that's probably why a lot of ARMY donate as well, because if BTS were to donate and announce it, make a post that they donated this amount of money, maybe it would feel a little bit fake, like they were doing it just to look good. But since they don't do that, and we always find out that they donated through like other media or news article, it makes us think, wow, they're genuinely good people. They donate because they want to make the world a better place, and out of the goodness of their heart, which makes us want to do it. They really do hold a lot of power, but good thing they're responsible with it. But yeah, I like the video. I don't really listen to rock music or metal at all, so I didn't know anything about what their music and performances is like, but seems like they hold a lot of similarities with BTS. And if you just show people BTS's live performances, they're gonna like it. You could probably make anyone think that BTS is cool and hardworking and talented by just showing them the performances. But anyways, that was the video. I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.